You provide liquidity to a pool. Both tokens go up 20%. You should be up 40%, right? Wrong. You withdraw and you've somehow lost money compared to just holding. This is called impermanent loss, and it's the silent profit killer in DeFi that nobody explains until after you've lost. This video breaks down exactly how liquidity pools work and why most people shouldn't use them. A liquidity pool is a smart contract holding two tokens that people can trade between. Think of it as a vending machine. The machine holds Coke and Pepsi. You put in Coke, you get Pepsi. You put in Pepsi, you get Coke. The machine needs inventory to function. Liquidity providers are the people who stock that machine. You deposit equal value of both tokens, say $500 of ETH and $500 of USDC. In return, you earn a share of trading fees every time someone uses the pool. Decentralized exchanges like Uniswap don't have order books like Coinbase. There's no buyer waiting on the other side of your trade. Instead, you trade against a pool. When you swap EH for USDC, you're adding ETS to the pool and removing USDC. The pool's ratio shifts. The price adjusts automatically based on a mathematical formula. For this to work, the pool needs enough liquidity. Without providers depositing tokens, there's nothing to trade against. Providers get paid trading fees, usually 0.3% of every swap, as compensation for providing that liquidity. Here's where it gets messy. When you deposit to a pool, you're locking in a ratio. Say you deposit when 1 ETH equals $2,000 You put in 1 ETH and $2,000 Total value, $4,000. Now ETH doubles to $4,000. If you had just held, you'd have IUO 6,000 to 1 ETH worth $4,000 plus $2,000 but you're in the pool. The pool rebalances automatically to maintain equal value on both sides. It sells some of your ETH and buys USDC to keep the ratio balanced. When you withdraw, you have less ETH than you started with and more USDC. Your total is maybe $5,600 instead of $6,000. Both coins went up. You still lost compared to holding. It's called impermanent loss because if the price returns to where it was when you deposited, the loss disappears. If ETH goes back to $2,000, your pool position returns to the original value. The loss is only permanent if you withdraw while the ratio is different from when you entered. But here's the reality. Prices rarely return to exactly where they started. And even if they do, you've lost opportunity cost by not just holding during the run-up. Pools make sense when the trading fee income outweighs impermanent loss. If you're providing liquidity to a high-volume pair and earning $100 a day in fees, a small impermanent loss is acceptable. Pools also make sense for stablecoin pairs, USDC USDT, DAI USDC. Since both tokens stay at $1, there's almost no impermanent loss. You just collect fees. Pools make sense if you're providing liquidity for your own project's token, and you care more about the pool having liquidity than maximizing personal returns. If you're providing liquidity to earn passive income on tokens you believe will go up significantly, you're doing it wrong. Impermanent loss will eat most of your gains. If the pair includes a volatile asset and you're bullish on it, just hold the asset. Don't provide liquidity. If you don't understand the math well enough to calculate your potential impermanent loss before depositing, don't deposit. This isn't beginner-friendly. It's advanced DeFi with real downside risk most people don't see until it's too late. Before you provide liquidity, run this scenario. If token A doubles and token B stays flat, what's my impermanent loss? If both double, do I still come out ahead after fees? If the answer is you don't know how to calculate that, you're not ready to provide liquidity, use an impermanent loss calculator online. There are free ones. Plug in your numbers, see the real downside. Most people skip this step and learn the expensive way. Liquidity pools are not passive income for beginners. They're a tool for people who understand the math and accept the trade-offs. If you're new to DeFi, stick to staking or lending. Those have risks, but they're more straightforward. You deposit ETH, you earn ETH. Simple. Liquidity pools are for when you've exhausted simpler strategies and you're specifically trying to capture trading fees on high-volume pairs. Until then, just hold. Comment "lost" if you've experienced impermanent loss firsthand, or "holding" if this video just convinced you to skip pools entirely. Next video, I'm breaking down Layer 2 scaling solutions, what they are, which ones matter, and why gas fees being $50 isn't normal. Subscribe to Unbanked. The old money had a head start. You have the internet.